Yes, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Gunners chat room. I'm your guy, Dr. Toves, and I've got my guy, Johnny Boy, in the building. Johnny Boy, how are you feeling today, man?
I'm very happy. I mean, we just came off a wonderful weekend. Arsenal are top, so hopefully it stays that way. Good signs of good things to come. So let's keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah, let's fingers crossed. And we kind of missed you yesterday in Run of Play podcast. So welcome back, welcome back. Let's talk about the Arsenal. Since we didn't see you yesterday, can you give your initial reaction about the game, and we'll talk about all the other talking points later. But your reaction about the game against West Ham, how you saw the game, how you think what it panned out, what you would have done differently if you would have done anything differently, those kind of things.
I think the first thing I noticed, which I congratulate the manager for, is that he actually followed and listened to what I've been saying. Like he doesn't have to play all his attackers at once because at the end of the day, you have a squad that is attack minded now. You have options littered everywhere. You don't have to play two sitting midfielders every time. And he
Mm,
listened to me. I think he saw the last 10 to 15 minutes of the Newcastle game and saw how Arsenal actually pressed and dominated Newcastle. And I think he
yeah.
took that into the West Ham game because we all expected West Ham to probably come, sit back, typical Nuno team, right? And he did
Hmm.
that. And Arsenal, I think this is I think the one-sided game I've seen this season for Arsenal. Because even against Leeds
Yeah.
that won 5-0, they were spelled. Leeds still had some spells in the game. If I up to scored, Leeds were in the game, if you
Hmm.
remember. But this is
Yeah.
the first game I've seen this in the Arsenal like dominated from minute one. So like I can't really remember Raya having any save or any
Yeah. At least one
scare
save.
in the
Yeah,
game.
but it was not a big save.
So so this was our most confident and dominant display so far this season. The only drawback of the game was that our captain got injured yet again.
Yeah, we'll
Hopefully, it's
get
not
into
too
all of that.
serious. We're waiting.
No,
Fingers
it's
crossed.
quite serious. We'll get into that. But let's stick to the game for
And
now.
then Gyökeres to me, I don't know what Arsenal. I like the runs he's making, but Arsenal need to like still. It's almost as if they are forgetting that we have a pure number 9 now, and you have to
Mm,
feed him the ball because I see scenarios whereby Gyökeres is running through. There was a clip I saw today. Gyökeres was playing through, and instead of other guy releasing the ball once, he was trying to cut back. You're supposed to release once he makes that run, release the ball. Don't waste time because if you waste time, guess what's gonna happen? That space is
mm.
gonna be covered up. So I don't know if the players are forgetting that we have a striker now, but you can see the impact Gyökeres is having on the team because now Saka is not being it's not really being doubled up again, which is a good thing. Saka is not being
Yeah.
doubled up any longer. So that's a good sign. Wonderful game. We are top, so I can't complain much. Liverpool lost as well, so good weekend overall
Yeah.
for Arsenal.
Fair enough. I already give my reaction on this channel. Check that out as well. But overall, I'm going to say yes. Like I agree with you. It was a one-sided performance. I think that Nuno Espirito Santo knew that if he tried to go up against Arsenal with the way with West Ham's form, they are going to drink 5 or 6. So what he wanted to do was to do what most teams have been doing against Arsenal. Even Man City did it as well. Like just park 11 men behind the ball, just give Arsenal the ball and see if they can break you down. But what he has failed to realize, I don't know if he maybe because he was sacked or I don't know, he had problem with his manager at Wolves. He was not watching no, at Forest was not watching Arsenal games. He has
West
failed to realize
Bench.
that Arsenal knows how to break down low block at least this stage of the season because Man City packed the bus. We found a way to score in the last minute, right? Newcastle packed the bus as well. We found a way to score and actually win the game. So now even if you pack the bus, we have enough players that will break through the line. Like you rightly said, Gyokeres is helping us, even though he's not scoring yet. He's not scoring a lot of goals yet. But he tends to because of his dashing run, he tends to take a
Yeah.
lot of defenders with him and leaves our wingers, leaves Eze free, leaves Rice free, leaves Saka free, leaves Trossard free, and then we are able to like break down those low blocks. For me, that's a positive in going into the season because last season we failed to get like 3 points against low block teams, and this season we seem to be gathering the points, and long may it continue. But I disagree in with you in the fact that you said they are not finding Gyökeres enough. I think they are. I think they are. In if Before the Newcastle game, I would have agreed with you 100%. But since the Newcastle game, I think the Arsenal are transitioning the ball quicker. They're trying to like play quicker, especially if you watch the Olympiacos game. Every time Odegaard had the ball, straight to Gyökeres. Every time Odegaard had the ball, straight to Gyökeres. But you also know that Odegaard kind of got his knock early in the game. So I think he became kind of
Mm,
cautious and playing side when expecting Saka to do that crossing to Gyokeres. But Saka had a different mission of his own. Wanted to score so bad that 2 days ago, right? He wanted to score so bad against West Ham, so was not really passing the ball like that to Gyokeres. But I think the goals will come. But let's stick with Gyokeres. Are you concerned? Are you concerned about Gyokeres because he scored 3 goals? Yes, but that's a long time ago. Um, is
Haaland is
is
on
in the right
11, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, but it's all usually in the right place, but it's not just touching the ball. Sometimes when they do all those cutbacks, like low crosses into the box, it's either 1 second too late or 1 second too
Yeah,
early. Like, are you a bit worried or concerned about Gyökeres?
my concern level for Gyökeres now is at a 2, simply for the fact that I'm willing to give him till, I'll say, December to see. I want to gauge it. I'll gauge him fully by December. But for now, my concern level is 2, being that I think he's still acclimatizing to the league. The team, I would still say they are still figuring out Gyökeres.
Hmm.
But one thing I think he has to improve. He has to realize that he's no longer in Portugal in terms of he's not going to get the time to like get like 2, 3 touches or set himself up to shoot. Like there was a chance against Newcastle. I don't remember. The ball was played through to him, and he tried to cut
Hmm.
back. He's supposed to
Hmm.
take Haaland. No offense to comparing with Haaland or top strikers. That kind of opportunity, take it once because the space already there for you. You don't have to cut back.
Yeah.
There was already space for you to shoot. And if you are short, either the keeper makes the save or it probably goes in. But just
Hmm.
take that shot. So that'll be my number one criticism for him, that he has to try and understand that, oh, I'm playing Premier League now. The defenders here are not the ones that are going to give you chance to like
Yeah,
disgrace
and you
them
can't even
in that
outmuscle
empty
them.
space.
He tries to
So
push them, but it's not
yes,
succeeding. So just take a shot, my guy.
so you have
Yeah.
to you have to try, and if you have a small chance, try and use up that chance. But so far,
Hmm.
I'm not going to like castigate him or talk down on him yet. I'll give it to December. By December, I want to see where he really is. By December, my criticism level will go up. But for now, I'll be at a 2/10 for him criticism wise. So you just have to work on those stops. And
Yeah,
even the manager is in agreement with me too. So
yeah, fair enough. And I also agree with you as well. I was just looking online and different podcasts, and they're all like, oh, Gyökeres, blah blah blah. Especially rival fans beginning to try to take the piece on Gyökeres, but they forget he has scored 3 goals already in 7. That's not a bad return. Yes, he scored over 100 goals in Portugal, but that's Portugal. This is the Premier League. And I always remind people that he did not have a preseason because of all of the saga that happened. He's just get playing himself into
yeah,
form, is going to understand the Arsenal team. Arsenal are beginning to adapt to playing with a striker, moving the ball quicker than we used to, instead of just cross like playing to Saka to cross. They're trying to play direct now. Eze has he played with Mateta for a long period of time, isn't it? So Eze also tries to find Gyökeres as
yeah,
much as he can. If you pass to Eze one time, he's trying to locate Gyökeres with a quick cross. So I just think that yeah, it's just a slow start. With time, they will all understand each other, build that relationship, and he's going to score more goals. Because if you even notice as well, the manager is playing Trossard more than Martinelli on the left, because Trossard is we would always want to like cut back and cross, whereas Martinelli will
yes, he's a
want to
more chance
dribble
creator.
himself into the
Right.
yeah. He will waste those chances or try to take too many touches before passing, and Trossard does not do that. So I think that the manager is also trying to learn to adapt and get Gyökeres into the game. And I think that even before the next international break, Gyökeres will find his shooting form. They just need to tell him, like you rightly said, that he needs to take one-time shots in the Premier League. Sesko's goal in the last 2 games has been like touch, like get the ball, bang straight into the net. You don't waste too much. You don't waste too much time. But yeah, I think it's going to the goals are going to come in, and when they start coming
Yeah.
in, we're going to enjoy Gyökeres. But yeah, another thing that happened before we talk about Odegaard, let's stick with the positives as well. Saka scored his 100th goal contribution in that game, right?
Wow.
55 goals, 45 assists. Like, let's hail our star boy Saka for a few minutes, man. How good is this guy? World class, top
Me,
class.
I don't like to throw the word world class because I come from an era where I saw the likes of Rivaldo, Ryan Giggs, and the level, and we cannot admit that. I don't think
Iron
Saka is at
Robin.
that level. Yes,
Hmm.
but if I'm to judge him on the level based on the players playing now, I'll say he's just below world class. I think for him to establish himself as a world class player, he has to definitely win trophies because part of the reasons what makes you world class is the trophies you accumulate as well. That's a
I kind of
plus. So
I disagree.
so
I
so
disagree with that.
I mean, how many workers, how many players in the world that you describe as world class didn't have titles to their name? There are
Harry
very
Kane.
few. I mean, but Harry Kane is like one of the few. Like he's the
Mm,
minority. So I wouldn't call it as the norm. Harry Kane, and that's why people kept on even downplaying him. Yeah, you agree that he was world class, but a lot of people were saying he wasn't just because of
mm,
that. But we both
fair
agree
enough.
that he was. But a lot of people downplayed down. So
Hmm.
trophies need to, but in terms of Saka being a star boy, he's a star boy. At least in the Premier League, he's probably top five players in Premier League. I don't think anybody can, even rival fans, except you're just trying to hate. Saka is in top five top players in
Hmm.
Premier League right now. He can
Yeah,
only get better. He's 23 or 24 years, so he still has
24.
a lot. He still has a lot of time, a lot of years to play. Hopefully, injuries because injuries can hamper him. Hopefully, no more injuries for him. So,
Hmm.
but I mean, the sky is in fact the sky is not even the limit for him actually. Just as long as he keeps his head down and
Hmm.
keeps on doing better than he's doing right now,
Yeah,
the sky he's going to be wonderful Arsenal. And he's
yeah,
our he's
definitely.
our he's our deputy captain as well. So remember that. So
Hmm.
he has a lot of burden on his shoulder.
And our most important player, to be honest, because if Saka is not playing, you can tell. When Saka is not
True.
playing, you can tell. Even though we've signed all these people with the technically gifted, if Saka is not on the pitch, you can tell that there's a big difference in Arsenal's style of play. And I'm happy for
That's
him
true.
that he got the goal. And yeah, people were saying that he should have given Gyökeres the penalty. I disagree with that. First of all, number one, Saka is the main penalty taker of Arsenal. I don't know if that has changed. He's still the penalty taker, so he has to take the penalty. That's number one. Number two, he wants to score a goal. It is 200 landmark appearance. The only other person apparently that scored on his 200th appearance is Thierry Henry. And Saka seems to want to put his name alongside Thierry Henry in the Arsenal
So there was a
register.
selfish interest then. There
Yeah,
was a selfish
definitely.
interest.
Yes, you have to be selfish, man. You have to be selfish. Like you can't just be doing, oh, I'm the penalty taker, but you need a goal, so you take a goal. Saka also needs a goal as well. This will be that goal will be his third goal of the season. One in the Champions League, two in the Premier League. So if he keeps giving every penalty to Gyökeres, how many goals is he going to score? Everyone needs to get their own numbers up. Gyökeres is a striker. Everybody, the entire squad is designed to feed him to score. So we have his chances to score. Saka will either have to dribble and shoot from far to score or penalties. So Gyökeres should be a good striker and score from open play instead of trying to fight for penalty and
No,
besides
it's
Gyökeres is not Kai Havertz. He's better than Kai Havertz. It's not you don't need it doesn't need the penalty to give him the courage to go and start scoring, you know. So that
well,
I agree with Saka
I wouldn't
penalty.
say fight for penalties, but I think your best penalty taker should be on the penalties, should be taking penalties. And to me, I feel Gyökeres is Arsenal's best penalty taker. So I think he should be our penalties. But
We don't know that he was Sporting Lisbon's
I
best penalty
understand.
taker.
Yeah, but I'm looking at percentage in terms of taking and scored. He has a better scoring rate than Saka, so definitely he's better than Saka. But
Mm.
I'll say this. I understand where Saka is coming from, like the landmark and everything. So I understood that. Hopefully, Gyökeres is our penalty taker because I think he's a better penalty taker. But and the most important thing, we won the game. That's all I care about. So we won the game. So
Yeah. And
they say
on that
winning cures
penalty,
everything, right? So
exactly. Yeah, I'm sure he will be happy. Yeah, Arteta doesn't care who took the penalty as long as it went into the back of the net. So
he
that's
scored.
the most important thing as well. Yeah. And speaking about that penalty, do you think it was a penalty? Some people were debating that it's not a penalty because the contact um, between Magasa and Timber started from outside the box, but they fell inside the box. So, do you think VR made a mistake? Do you think Arsenal were lucky, or do you think it was a stone cold penalty?
So I think this is the kind of decision whereby if the referee gives it,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think VI can overturn it. And if he doesn't
Mm-hmm.
give it, I don't think they can also give it as a penalty because you can clearly see that the foul started outside, but there was a little bit of contact also in the box. The foul
Mm.
continues in the box, but I can understand both sides. If some people say it was not a penalty, I'm not going to argue with that. And if they say it's a penalty, I'm not going to argue because this is kind of
Yeah.
scenarios whereby it's subjective, and the referee
Yeah.
went with the decision that since he continued into the box, I'm going to give it
Mm-hmm.
as a penalty, and VI could not
But
overturn it. So
the thing is,
I'm fine with that.
I'm happy. I'm happy that we got a penalty. Don't get me wrong. I'm just looking at it to be fair and balanced, right? Because if the reverse was the case, let's say the contact started inside the box and then they fell outside the box. When the referee blows, it's not going to be a free kick outside the box. It's going to be a penalty because it's the initial contact, isn't it? I don't know if the rules have changed in the EPL,
Yeah,
but
yeah, but
so
you're right.
I'll say
You're
we're
right.
lucky.
You're right. But at the same time, we see fouls. We see fouls that are given outside the box, but are not given in the box because it's the box. So it's the same. I think every position on the field has a different rule for it. Because there are scenarios whereby
Yeah.
there are some fouls that happen outside the box. The referee will give it instantly. But if it happens inside the box, there's no way they're going to give it because they are stricter. So I understand. So I mean, like I said, it's subjective. So if the referee didn't give it, I wouldn't cry foul. Since he gave it,
Fair enough.
we took it as a penalty, and PR couldn't overturn it, so it was a penalty.
Makes sense. And let's now go to the talk about the negatives of that game. Odegaard got injured. He suffered a medial collateral ligament injury. So that will take him out for at least minimum 2 to 3 months, right, on his left knee. And
Have they confirmed it though?
yes, it's
Has it been
confirmed.
confirmed?
Yeah, it's confirmed that yeah. I don't know how long he's going to be out for, but that's exactly what happened to him. The medial collateral ligament
Yeah,
injury.
but so I was reading
Yeah.
somewhere that MCL could be like 2 weeks, 3 weeks though. That's what I
Yeah, I
read
don't.
somewhere.
Yeah, I read it could be 4 to 6 weeks. I don't know who. I'm not a medical expert, but whatever. So, for me, I'm just thinking like, who is going to replace that creativity in the Arsenal's 11? Because at the start of this episode, you said you were happy to see Zubimendi, Rice, Odegaard. We enjoyed it in the
No,
Newcastle
no.
game.
Eze,
Sorry,
not
sorry,
Remedy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Eze
Eze
right,
Rice Odegaard, right? Eze Rice Odegaard.
Odegaard,
Everyone was
yes.
happy to see that. Everyone was happy to see that. I was happy to see that, especially in the Olympiacos game. I was happy to see that in the last 10 to 15 minutes of the Newcastle game. And even before the season, I predicted that's what I would like to see. But now that's going to be injured for a while, where are we going to get our creativity from? Because on the other hand, Odegaard started the season well. We cannot agree that Odegaard started the season well. He has not scored a goal yet, fair enough, but he seemed to be better, much better than he was last season. Eze, on the other hand, seems to be finding his feet in the Arsenal 11. So I
Yeah.
know we have a 2 week period, grace period, where, okay, we Arsenal are not playing. Yeah, and then when they come back, we have just a few games before Odegaard come back. But how would you set up? Will you be doing this Zubimendi, Rice, Eze, and do you trust that
So
to guarantee us wins?
so so me, it will depend on the opponent. So against tougher opponents, I don't mind Remedy, Eze, and Rice. But if I'm playing at home to like maybe Fulham, who are we playing next? I think who are we playing? Do you know who?
We're playing
Like
Fulham
the
next. We're
Leicester
playing
team,
Fulham
basically.
next.
So basically, the Leicester teams, I don't mind playing Waneri, Eze, and
Mm.
Rice. That'll be my midfield when I think the opponents are gonna come there to like a little bit of sit back
But
and they're not going to have much.
One area is a bit different to Rice though, because when Odegaard was on the pitch, Odegaard was playing flying playmaker. Is that going to be Waniri? That's no. Is it going to be Eze? That's also a no. So you see, I think that's going to be a conundrum for us if we want to be handbrake of FC at home.
Yeah, but that's what I want. But I know the manager is going to revert back to type and play his safe formation, which is Zubimendi, Rice and probably Eze. But to me, I would trust Waneri because I think coming to this, we all said Waneri is Odegaard's understudy or backup, right?
Mhm.
What more
But
scenario
we
do
can
you
also
need?
agree that
You know,
Eze is the better one in the 10.
yeah, so Waneri can play eight. That's fine. He can be the one linking up with Eze. So gets the ball from Rice and gives it to Eze to do his magic. That's all.
Yeah. Another thing that Odegaard gives to us that we are underrating is the press, the intense press that Odegaard seems to always start. You don't at least the press. Who else is going to do that
Yeah,
for us now?
yeah, that is where your manager prefers somebody like a Odegaard or Merino. That's why he keeps on stick. If Odegaard most time doesn't play, he goes to Merino because Merino gives him that ability to like press and then he start basically he's tactically flexible. Or like
Mm,
Warner is still young, so that youthful exuberance is still in him. I don't think he follows instructions to the latter. He just does. He goes with the flow basically. So I think I understand why the manager doesn't trust him. But left for me,
mm,
Waneri comes into the team because creativity wise, he's very creative. He plays without fear. So we need something like that in our team. So that will be my team: Waneri,
mm,
Eze, and Rice. Even
mm,
sometimes we can rest Rice and play with Mendy as well
mm.
too, because it's a
True.
lot. Like it's a long season, it's a marathon. You don't have to play Rice all the time, right? You can rest him and play with Mendy.
Yeah.
Even Norgard, I don't mind Norgard as well too.
Yeah.
So
No, yeah, I think you're right. The manager will probably play Zubimendi Rice is it, but I just think like it's a good discussion to have because the kind of creativity that Odegaard gives us, no one else gives us in that team. So
at
far.
all,
But we're going to see. And now that Odegaard has been injured like in 3 consecutive games, and the manager keeps playing him, right? That also shows how important Odegaard is to the Arsenal
yeah,
team, isn't it?
he's important. He's our captain for a reason. So
Yeah.
he's important. My only problem with Odegaard was that I felt that he's not a 10 to me. I always felt that because when I saw him play, he's creative, but I don't think he's that creative as people making up to people. That's the point where comparing to Ozil, which I was like, where is the comparison coming into? Ozil is like, no offense, but his levels, in terms of creativity, his levels above Odegaard.
Definitely. Yeah.
So I don't want to put that pressure on Odegaard to be our main creator, which is why I was saying the manager had to get somebody in that role, which Arsenal
Mm,
have figured and they've done it with Eze. So now that takes maybe that's why Odegaard is playing better this season because now the pressure is not much on it's no longer on him too much be the creative force in the team, right? He has Eze
mm-hmm.
to do that for him. So which is a
Yeah.
good sign. So right now, my only fear for him now is injuries. Hopefully it doesn't impact him so much because when you start getting injured too much, sometimes
Mm,
it gets into your psyche and then you're no longer playing the way you used to play before. So
yeah.
hopefully this injury is not that serious and then he comes back to his best because we need Odegaard. Arsenal needs Odegaard to be at his best to win the league, whether we like it or not. We need him
Yeah,
to be
I
at
agree
his
with that.
at his best
Yes.
to win the league. So
Yes. For Gyökeres to
Odegaard
score
being
lots
at
of
his
goals,
best,
we need Odegaard
Arsenal,
as well.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So
It's an
hopefully he comes
important
back
person.
better.
Yeah, hopefully. And that also increases the number of quality players that we have injured. We have Jesus injured. I don't think Jesus is going to play for us anymore. Havertz is injured. Nkapie is injured. Who else? Madueke is injured.
Maduke is injured.
Yeah.
Somebody else is injured. I think
Gabriel had a shock in the Champions League game, but he came back to play.
he came back. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think that there's going to be a lot of injury concerns and injury scares just like last season? I know we have a bigger squad this time and more quality players and more depth. Do you think there's the amount of number of games that we are playing and the way Arteta likes to play the people that he trusts? Do you think that there's going to be a lot of injury scares? Because I think
I
there
mean,
will be.
there's no doubt there's going to be. I think my only prayer is that whatever injury we have this season, it shouldn't be a
Mm-hmm.
lengthy injury to any of our star players. That's all I'm just praying for. But
Mm,
because I think injuries is going to be inevitable because whether you like it or not, the Champions League games are very intense. Premier League is
yes.
intense. Even the
Yes.
cup games, even as fans are saying, yo, he has to take the cup seriously. So when you look at
Exactly.
all those scenarios, every game is important. So the players are going to play even games you don't expect them to play. They're going to play, but I expect the manager to be able to be wise to know when to take off players off And I think he's beginning to do that because there was a game he took off Saka. I've forgotten the. I think it was Man City's game, right? I think it was Man City. He took Saka
Yeah,
off, if
massively.
I'm not wrong.
Yes.
So
Yes.
he's beginning to understand that this is a marathon, not a sprint. I don't have to flog my best players throughout the whole 90 minutes.
But it's
That
flogging Odegaard.
sometimes I have to know what. Yes, I need to take out some players, and even against Newcastle, I was expecting Odegaard to start, but Odegaard didn't start. Odegaard was on the bench till the 75th minute. So
Yeah.
even the manager is beginning to understand that okay, this is it now. I have to learn and manage my players better. My only prayer, like I said, is that hopefully all of our star players, nobody gets an injury that is like 3 months or 4 months. I don't want that. I don't mind 2-3 weeks. But I feel the squad is big enough to manage even a month. I think we are equipped to manage like a month away from the team. The only player I'm really scared right now of getting injured is Gyökeres. I know he's not scoring yet, but like Gyokeres getting
What he
injured now,
brings to
I
the
don't want
team.
that.
Yeah.
That means we're going back to Merino up top, and I don't want that. So I think that's the only player right now. I think I'll be a little bit scared if
Or
he gets injured.
Martinelli. But we'll see. We'll see.
Martinelli,
But let's see. Let's see how it goes.
Martinelli is one of the most shortest players in the national team. Funny enough, he hardly gets injured. If you look at it, he got injured last season, but he was back even ahead of schedule. They said he was going to be out for like a month, and within 2 weeks, I think Martinelli was back. So he in terms of reliability for us now, he's reliable.
Yes, the only person as well. The only person that is similar to the only person that is similar for me anyway, to Gyokeres and the way he plays is Martinelli, because he likes running behind and he likes space in front of him to run and take the penalties with him. So I think that's something that
if only he can raise himself up. That's all.
Yeah. Even the goal he scored against the goals he has scored this season, where that kind of Gyokeres type of run, isn't it? Like from the outside
in behind
and direct. Yeah. But we'll see. Let's end on the positive. Arsenal are top.
Which is why I was saying Arteta should not limit his wingers to just staying on the wings. Like even if Martinelli starts on the wing, allow him to free roll. Go to the right hand side, go to the middle. Maybe sometimes Gyökeres goes to the left. That gives a little bit of predictability in the team.
But Arteta does that. He has always done that. He has always done that to me. Saka always moves. Sure? Yes, Saka drifts. It doesn't go too much.
This is a yes. This is a yes, but last season no. Martinelli was always tough on the right.
The only person for me, the only person that does not drift too much is Saka. As in last season and 2 seasons ago, the only person that does not drift too much is Saka, because Saka is more efficient on the right. But Trossard and Martinelli, or Trossard and Havertz, they always interswitch. Even Havertz, Saka does
Havertz, yes,
well.
Havertz, yes.
Yes.
Havertz
so, but now it's like more free roll. You guys enjoy yourself. Like, Saka go to the left, Martinelli come to the right, Trossard. You guys interchange as much as possible. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, yeah, there's still a lot of games to be played. There's 33 more games, and we'll see. Long, but let's end on the
positive. The Champions League, we have Bayern Munich coming up.
We'll preview that game when the time comes. We'll preview when the time comes, which may be like next week or something. But yeah, let's end on the positive. Arsenal are now top of the league. Can they sustain it? That's the question.
Why not?
They said the elephant is on top of the tree now.
Well, because I was reading something. Some people were saying it's better to be the one chasing than being chased. I disagree. I prefer being chased, because Mourinho said, there was a statement Mourinho made, and it's, to me is the truth, because when you're on top. You're on top for the reason you are the best team. It's better you're being chased than being the one chasing, because now if I'm being top, everything is in my hands, right? I'm not dependent on your result. As long as I do my job, I'm going to stay top. But if you're chasing now, you're kind of hoping for your rivals to help you out there and there, right? So I'm happy being the one being chased, and long may continue. As long as we don't mess up like last season, I'm good.
And
after all, Liverpool last season, guess what happened? Liverpool that won the league last season, what happened? They were top, and they never looked back from being top. So who says we can't do the same thing this season? I mean,
fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we sustain it. Hope we have learned from the last 3 seasons, and we have that confidence to stay on top. We have the squad right now. The players are playing like they actually want to win as well. The previous seasons they will say we want to win, but they were not playing like it. But this time they are
Yeah.
playing like it. Apart from the Man City game where they were celebrating too much, that goal that was disgusting.
Yeah, and they
But
learned though. They learned first to
yeah,
them. They learned against Newcastle because you could see they quickly got the ball and went to
yeah.
midfield. So
So you better maintain that. If you score, even if it's one
I'm
more minute
happy
to
so
go,
far.
go to the end. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm happy so far. I'm seeing every game there are a little bit of tweaks going to the next game, and I'm happy with that. Like
Mm-hmm.
they learn, it's obvious that I'm learning from a mistake. So if there's an error this game, next
Mm-hmm.
game I see a change. So I'm happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
That tells me that they are learning. They are taking every game as a single game without having the mindset that we have to go into game the same. No, different mindset for every game. The goal is to win, but like every game, you have lessons learned from every game, right? Learn your
Yeah.
lessons from the game and implement it in the next game, which is what I'm seeing. So I'm happy with that. That's one positive
Okay.
I'm having so far with the season,
Yeah, I'm
both
happy
for
to
the
see you
manager
this
and the
happy.
players. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
happy to
at the
see
end
you
of the day,
this happy.
like I said, at the end of the day, right? Every Arsenal
Mm-hmm.
fan wants Arsenal to win. So as long as Arsenal is winning, I don't think any fan is going to come. Yes, you might say, okay, the form we are winning, right? You can have your negatives, but like it's not going to be much. You can say, yeah, we're
Yeah.
winning, but like the performance is not that. The performances are not there. But at the end of the day, if you're
Mm-hmm.
winning, as long as you're sustaining your win, I don't think most fans will complain.
Yeah.
The issue is when you are playing badly and you're not winning. That's where the problem is. But if you're playing badly and winning, I don't think
Yeah.
most fans will complain because at the end of the day, 3 points is 3 points.
True, true, true. And let's use that your positivity to rate the season so far. Up until this point, we've played 7 Premier League games, 2 Champions League games, 1 Carabao Cup game. Like, so what do you rate the season out of a 10 so
Nine.
far? So far.
I've got 9/10 for me. It's a 9/10 for me. Reason being that we're top of the league, number one. And we've played, people forget, we've played Manchester United away, Liverpool away, City at home, and Newcastle away in our first seven. That's a very tough start to the season. I think in terms of the
Mhm.
17th, I think we've played the hardest games. And to
Yeah,
come out of those games being top of the league and considered just 2 goals all season,
yeah.
and also not only 2 goals, I think we're the second highest scorer in the league or third. So we're top
Mhm.
three in terms of goals,
We are
and
second. I
we're
think
top
Tottenham are
three,
third.
and we're top three in terms of defense. So I mean, every metric you use to gauge the season so far, we are tops. In the
Hmm.
Champions League, we've not considered as well. We scored four
Yeah.
goals, 6 points. I think we're top. We're either sixth or fifth. So we're doing so well. So I mean, so far 9/10 for me.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm going to be slightly harsh than you. I'm going to say 8 out of 10.
So
Only because I wanted us to be. I still expect us to be more expressive. I expected Gyökeres should have scored more goals by now. And if you
I think
compare this
expressions will
season,
come from 10, from the 10th
yeah,
game.
no,
Expressions
obviously,
from the
yeah,
10th game.
definitely. But the 10th game, I think, is like Chelsea or something. So we'll see. We want that Chelsea slap Liverpool like that, but we'll see. I was saying that I was about to say that the last season Champions League, like we're just slapping teams for fun in the group stage. And this time we
Yeah.
seem to just be maintaining the same style. I know it's partially because they're trying to get Gyökeres into the team, like into to adapt to the Arsenal style. But I wanted to see us a bit more expressive. That's why I'm taking out 2 points overall. But I'll say eight. I'll say eight out of 10. And you guys let us
I
know
mean, that
what
means
you
it's still an A. It's still an A. That's good.
yeah, it's still an A. It's all an A. It's all excellent. Start to the season. But yeah, you guys let us know how you're rating the season. Let us know what you think about Gyokeres' form. Is it a concern or is just a slow start? What do you think? Who should step up in the place of Odegaard for the couple of games that is injured? How should Arteta set up and things like that? Also, let us know how you felt about the West Ham game and what you expect to see going forward from Arsenal. Thank you, Johnny Boy. As usual, it's a pleasure talking to you.
And
I'm going to
also,
see you
also
positive.
let us know. Also, let us know if you think Arsenal is going to win the league as well, too, because that's our target this year.
Definitely, definitely. I know we're going to win 2 trophies. Hopefully, the league is one of them.
The league is one
That's
of
my
them, bro.
expectation.
We need to win that league, please. We need to win the league.
All
Because
right,
once you
then.
win the league, you are the best team. There's nothing like luck. You are the best team. That's why I like winning the
Definitely.
league.
Hmm. We've not won it in a long time as well, so it'll be
Yeah.
nice to do it
Yes.
this time. Yeah. So there you have it, guys. Let us know what you think. Please press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you're yet to do so. And until the next time we see you guys, take care. Have a good week, people.
Enjoy your international break.
Hope your teams qualify. Hope Nigeria qualify as well. That's true because we
Yeah.
are almost not
I
qualified.
mean, we FIFA has done us a huge favor, so we might sneak in through the back door. FIFA has done us a huge favor. They took
Okay.
up points from
Well,
South Africa, so
we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. All right,
fingers
guys. Take
crossed.
care.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Psst, psst. Oi. Subscribe. Press subscribe. Thank you.